Yeah, good morning, guys.
Good morning, sir.
Last class we done with the setup is ready, right? In your system, setup is ready.
Yes,
Today class we'll start the first application about your core Java, guys. Today onwards we'll start the practicals. Yeah, to start the practicals, guys, I said the last class. Install Edit Plus software. Okay, Edit Plus is ready. Java is ready, right? In your system. Once the Edit Plus is ready, Java is ready. Just open Edit Plus, guys. This is my Edit Plus book symbol. You try to open Edit Plus simply. Okay. Once if you open Edit Plus, guys, just is asking for some uh, menu is there. Just you can go to the file menu here. In the file menu, click on new, select the which language guys you want. HTML, CSV, parallel, Java is there. Which language you need? Tell me. Definitely Java language, right? Yes, like that you can prepare some
sir, we
application.
are not able to see your screen, sir.
So we are not able to see your screen.
Yeah. Now,
Yeah, now is fine.
good guys.
Yes, sir.
Guys, today we'll start the first application about your core Java. Like first application, guys. To start the first application, you install Edit Plus software, right? Edit Plus. Tell me guys, what are the steps to design first application? Tell me first of all. Guys, what are the steps to design the first application?
Write an application.
Steps to design the first application, right? What are steps you have to follow to design first application? Total I said 4 steps, right? Step 1, step 2, yeah, step 3, and we have like step 3 and step 4, right? Total 4 steps we have. Step 1 is what, guys? Simply write the application. So don't select installation process and all. Select the editor and select the Java, something like that. Because in your system already Java is ready and Edit Plus is ready, then write the application, right? First step. Write the application. Guys, mute yourself, please. Sir Kumar, please mute. Yeah, when you're talking, please unmute, guys. Remind him, please mute. Okay, good, guys. So first step is write the application. What is the second step? Tell me here. After writing application, second step is what? Save the application, right? Yeah, write the application and what? Save the application. And third step is what, guys? We can write the compilation process, right? Compilation process. And the fourth step, guys, what the fourth step? Tell me. After compilation, we have to execute the application, right? Execution process, guys. Guys, total how many steps you have to do? Total 4 steps, right? Write the application, then save the application, then compilation process, then execution process, right? Guys, total 4 steps you have to follow. Good. Guys, go for the step 1 here directly without wasting the time. We are moving to step 1. Write the application. Tell me, guys, Java is what type of language? Java is hmm, Java is what type of language, guys? Object-oriented programming language, right? Object-oriented programming language deals with what? Deals with the classes and objects, right? Exactly, guys. It means in Java is object-oriented, guys. Java is object-oriented means what? It deals with everything as a class format, right? Deals with the classes, guys. Deals with the class or not? Exactly. That's what, guys. In Java, first of all, you can declare the class. Everything we have to put inside the class. That's what first you can declare the class, right? Exactly. I declared class using class keyword, guys. Class, what is the class name here? Guys, what is the class name here? Test is a class, right? Exactly. Inside the test class, I'm writing some logics directly. Assume like simply I'm printing here Ratan world, right? Printing Ratan world. So this is like print statement, right? This is a print statement. Tell me, guys, inside the class, can we write the logics directly? Guys, please respond. Inside the class, can we write these logics
No, sir.
directly? Definitely we can say no, right?
No, sir.
Yeah, inside the class directly we cannot write the logic, guys. Good. So that's what inside the class it is not possible to write the logics directly, guys. That's what inside the class we can define the methods basically. So what is a method? I'll discuss next class. But as of now understood, inside the class directly writing the business logics are possible, not possible, guys? Not possible. Inside the class you can define the method. Okay, you can define the method. As of now, I'm declaring main method. The syntax of main method is what in Java? Public static void main. So you can write the string array args, right? That's it, guys. What is this main method? I'll discuss. Just to think like this is the main method. Okay, good, guys. So inside the class, can we write the logics directly? Means definitely no. So inside the class, we can define the method. Inside the method, you can write the logic, right? Guys, is that point is clear? So system dot out dot println enough. Simply can make this is Ratan Wo, right? Exactly, guys. That is a point basically. So this is like case one, guys. So inside the class, directly writing, okay, directly writing business logics are not allowed, guys. Directly writing business logics are not allowed, right? Exactly. Guys, case 1 is invalid, guys, because inside the class directly writing the business logic is allowed or not allowed? Not allowed, right? Exactly. Then what we have to do? Case 2 is valid. So inside the class, tell me, inside the class where you will write the business logics? Inside the class, declare the, tell me guys, inside the class, declare the method. Inside the method, yeah, inside the method, write the business logic, right? Write the business logic.
Yeah.
So initial classes, every point is important. Basic classes, guys, starting classes, try to understand every point. First of all, we are start writing the application. We decide to write the application. So that's what first you have to think about. First you have to think about what Java is object oriented, deals with the class and objects. That's what in the class, write the business logics inside the class. Inside the class, but directly writing the business logics allowed or not allowed, guys? Guys, inside the class, writing the business logics allowed or not allowed? Not allowed. Then what we have to do?
Not allowed.
Not
Inside,
allowed.
yeah, inside the class we can
But
define the method.
define the method.
Inside the method you can write the logic, right? Write the business logic.
Yes, sir.
That is the point you have to understand. Good. Guys, to write the application, go to edit plus, guys. Once if you open edit plus symbol, this is a book symbol, right? Open this edit plus. I think these steps are not required, right? Open edit plus, go to the file menu, click on new, select which language, guys, you want. Guys, select which language here. Java language, right? You have to select
Java,
the
sir.
Java. Just guys, open edit plus, go to the file menu, click on new, select the Java, right? Exactly. Guys, once if you select the Java here, it's saying Java first application. Anyway, let me write the first application. Okay. So I said Java is everything is which based, guys? Class based. Okay. Inside the class, you can define the method, guys. What is syntax of method? Public static void main. So we can write the string array RJS, right? Exactly. Open this, close it, guys. Inside the method, you can write the business logic. The system.out.println of. Here you can write the Ratan, right? Guys, is that point is clear? This is like Ratan, right? Exactly. Guys, in the real time, do you think like one class is sufficient to achieve the complete project requirement, or you require the multiple classes? Yes, in the project level, is that one class is sufficient to achieve the project requirement? Definitely no, right?
Multiple classes.
Yeah, definitely we require the multiple classes, right? So to understand that point, guys, I
Yes,
will
sir.
define the one more class A, and I can define one more class B, right? Exactly. Because project level, we will write the logics in multiple classes. That's what here I'm defining total. How many classes, guys, total here? Three classes, right? What are three classes here? Test class and A class and what? B class, right? Exactly. I define three classes, guys, simply here. Test class and A class and B class, right? Exactly. Guys, this is my first application. In this first application, just I defined how many classes total? Guys, in first application, I defined how many classes? Total three classes, right?
3 classes.
Exactly, guys. Yeah, this is my first application, guys. In first application, I defined three classes, right? Exactly. Because observe one point here. In above example, we are using how many user defined classes? So in above example, we are using what? Three user defined classes, right? Guys, three user defined classes. What are three user defined classes? One is the test class, one is the A class, one is the B class, right? Exactly, guys. Guys, in the first application, we declared three user defined classes, which is like test class and A class and B class, right? Three user defined classes we defined. And so observe one point, guys. In this example, Java is everything is object oriented, deals with the classes. Deals with the classes means here I'm using three user defined classes, and this example I'm using two predefined classes, guys. Okay, this example I'm using how many predefined classes? Two predefined classes, which is like system is a predefined class, string is a predefined class. What is the advantage? I'll tell you later. But understood that this application using how many predefined classes, guys? Guys, that application using what? the above example, in above example, tell me guys, in above example, we are using how many user-defined classes, predefined classes? We are using two predefined classes, right? Exactly, guys. Two predefined classes, or the two predefined classes, guys. One is a system class and what a string class, right? Exactly, guys. That point is clear. Good. See, guys, today we're discussing first application, steps to design the first application. Total how many steps you have to follow? Total here 4 steps. Write the application, save the application, compilation process, and execution process. We are discussing simply step 1, write the application. Okay. While writing the application, first step we decided Java is everything is object oriented, deals with the classes. Okay. Can we write the logics inside the class directly? Yes. Can we write the logics inside the class directly? No, right? Then what we will do?
No, sir.
No, no.
Then what we will
We
do?
have to create a
We
method.
have to define methods.
Yeah,
We
inside
have to
the class.
define methods.
Yeah, inside the class we cannot write the logics directly. Inside the class we can define the method. Inside the method write the logic, right? Exactly. I opened Edit Plus. In Edit Plus I written the first application, guys. I written the class tester, class A, class B. Because in the real time is that one class is definitely not sufficient to write the complete logic. That's what I defined 3 classes, right? Tester class, A class, and B class. Guys, how many predefined classes we are using here in the first application? As in the first application, how many predefined classes? Two predefined classes.
Two predefined
String
classes.
class and string class, right? Exactly, guys. Actually, Java, these two predefined classes which belongs to one package, guys. These two predefined classes belongs to one package, which is like java.lang package. If you know C language, guys, in C language, in the first application we are using printf statement, right? Just if you want in Edit Plus, go to the C CVP language, guys. In Edit Plus, just go to the file menu, guys, click on new C CVP. You will get the C CVP first application. Here we are using which function now? Printf function, right? Printf function is belongs to which header file, guys? std header file. Okay, that's what we are including this header file, right? Yes or no? Because C is what type of language? Process oriented. Process oriented means what? It deals with everything as the functions, right? Guys, C is a process oriented, deals with the functions. These functions are belongs to header files. In the same way, Java is which language, guys? Is a process oriented, object oriented. Guys, Java is a process
Object
object
oriented.
oriented. Object oriented. Object oriented means deals with what? Deals with the classes, right?
Classes.
Exactly. So in Java, predefined support in the form of the packages, guys. Okay, in the form of which format? Packages. C language header files, guys. Java language packages. What is a header file contains? Header files definitely contains functions, right? Because C language is process oriented, so header file contains functions. What about Java packages, guys? Java is what type of language? Guys, Java is what type of language?
Object oriented.
Object oriented.
Object oriented.
What it contains? It contains the classes.
Classes.
Exactly. So the above system class and string class. System class and which class, guys? String classes. String classes are present in which one, guys? Predefined package called which package, guys? Here java.lang package, right? Exactly, guys. The above system class and string class are present which package, guys? Predefined package is called which package here? Java.lang package, right? Exactly, guys. Finally we decided Java predefined support in the form of Java predefined support. Tell me, guys, Java predefined support.
In the form of packages.
Exactly, that's very important, guys. In the form of packages, and the packages contains what? In the form of the packages, guys, and these packages
Interface.
contains these packages contains this package contains what? Classes, right? Exactly.
Classes.
Guys, are you clear what I'm saying? So here how many predefined classes we are using? Guys, how many predefined classes we are using? Two classes. What are the two
Two,
classes?
sir.
Two.
System class and the string class, right?
Yes.
These class are belongs to which package?
Yes.
Java.lang package. It means we are using the predefined classes means definitely we have to include the predefined support or not?
Yes.
Yes or no, guys? In above example, using two predefined classes belong to java.lang package. This is called Java.lang package. So import the classes. Import the classes. Definitely we have to import the classes, right? Import the classes using which keyword, guys? Here, import statement. Okay, guys, in above example we are using two predefined classes. Okay, in above example, example we are using, okay, we are using what? Two predefined classes, right? Predefined classes, system and string classes. And present which package, guys? Present in predefined package is called java.lang package. So we have to import that package using import statement, right? Exactly, guys. Guys, first application very important. Check the flow. Yeah, then we have to import how many classes? Tell me, guys. We have to import how many classes? Total two
Two
classes,
classes.
right?
Two classes.
Yeah,
Two classes.
using which keyword we have to import? Using import statement, right? Exactly, guys.
Import.
Yeah, basically there are two ways to import the classes, guys. There are two ways to import the packages, like package nothing but classes, right? There are two ways to import the classes. What are the two ways, sir? One is like
Import all classes.
importing all.
Required classes.
See, guys, importing all classes means import which package you want to import, guys? Java.lang package. In that Java.lang package we have to import all classes, means star symbol we have to use. Star represents how many classes, guys? Star represents all classes, right? Exactly. What second point, guys?
Yes, sir.
Importing hmm, importing application required class.
Required classes.
Exactly. Application required classes. Tell me, guys, my application required how many classes? Guys, my application required how many classes?
Two classes.
What are the two?
Two classes.
Import java.lang.string class. Next one is what? Import java.lang.system class, right? Exactly, guys. So importing all classes, importing application required classes. Then tell me, guys, which one is recommended approach? Definitely importing all.
Importing required classes.
Yeah, importing all classes means what? Assume like java.lang package contains 100 classes. We are importing unnecessarily all classes, right? Definitely application required one or two classes. What is the need of remaining all importing all classes? That's what, guys. Actually,
Exactly.
generally we are doing the project using Eclipse IDE. Okay, in Eclipse IDE we are not responsible to import the classes. The import is done automatically. Guys, what's the point? And in Eclipse IDE we are not responsible to write the classes, like import the classes. The class are automatically imported. The Eclipse IDE will automatically import the classes by one class, guys, not star based. Not star based. Guys, that point is clear? Good. In the first application I'm using two predefined classes, guys. That's what I'm going for, the importing required classes. But think like in application level, guys, some of the cases going for star also. What the reason? In the real-time application we are writing some lakhs of lines of code, right? Definitely thousands and lakhs of lines of code. In that case definitely assume like java.lang package I'm using 30 classes. So in my code I'm using 30 classes. If I'm using 30 classes means how many lines of import I have to do? Guys, how many lines of import I have to do? I'm using 30 classes means
30.
30 lines of import I have to do, right? Exactly. But doing like 30 lines of import is recommended or not recommended, guys? Guys, doing 30 lines of import recommended or not recommended?
Not recommended.
Yeah, in that case you are going with the star symbol, right? Yeah, that as a developer that you have to decide that application required what type of approach. That application required what type of approach. If you're using some less classes, simply you can go for the class-based approach, guys. If you're using some more classes means definitely we are going for the star-based. Some cases, no problem. Yes, any questions up to now? Guys, we're discussing first application, first step only. We are writing the code in my source file. This is called source file, guys. I declared total 3 user-defined classes: test class, A class, B class. because in the real time one class is not at all sufficient to write the complete logics. I declared multiple classes. And how many predefined classes I'm using? Guys, tell me how many predefined classes I'm using?
2.
2 predefined classes.
2 predefined classes.
Yeah, what are 2 predefined classes? One is system class and what? String class, right? What's Shivkumar? Nitisha, Usman.
Yeah, tell me, sir.
Respond, man, sometimes.
Okay, sir.
The class is going good, right? Any questions?
Yes, sir.
No questions, sir. We are good.
What was the explanation, man? You said always Usman.
Yes, sir.
The class, everything is going good?
Yeah,
Yes,
good.
sir.
Perfect.
Yeah, it's fine, guys. In first application, how many predefined classes we are using?
2, sir.
2 classes, right? What are 2 classes,
2
guys?
predefined classes.
System
System and string.
System and string class belongs to which package, guys? Java.lang package, right? And that's what we are importing
Yes,
the
sir.
classes. How many ways you can import the classes? There are 2
2
ways.
ways to
2
import the
ways.
class.
2 ways to import the classes. Importing all classes and importing required classes, right? Then which one is recommended, guys?
Yes, sir.
Importing?
Required class import.
Yeah,
Required classes are important.
exactly. So finally we decided Java predefined support in the form of the packages, right? Exactly. Java predefined support in the form of the packages, guys. What are the package contains? This package?
Predefined classes and
Package contains classes.
The question is that packages contains only classes or it contains some other elements also? Guys, the question is,
What are
Interfaces.
class?
Vidya, talk bit slowly. We're getting some loud voice from you. You can
Yes.
respond bit slowly because your microphone is near to
Yes.
your mouth. It seems very near to mouth. That's why you're getting some
Yes, sir.
big voice. Tell me, guys,
Okay,
Java
sir.
predefined support in the form of what? Packages. These packages contains what the packages
Classes.
contains, guys? Only classes, some other elements also.
Interfaces also.
Oh, very good. Classes interface, exactly, guys. Basically, the Java predefined support in the form of the packages, guys. And these packages contains not only class and interfaces. These packages contains almost all 6 elements. Guys, the package contains how many elements? 6 elements. Sir, what are the 6 elements? Show me once. To check the 6 elements, guys, you can go to the Google. Just to type the Java 8 API documentation. Java 8 or 9 or 10 API documentation, just you can open. Once if you open the API documentation, guys, this is called API, which contains a predefined support basically. See, guys, left hand side are able to see packages, right? Left hand side are able to see packages, right? This is top corner side packages. As you know, like Java predefined support packages. Just now we checked one of the packages like java.lang package, right? Click on this package, guys. Once if you click on this package, in the below you will get that package information. See, guys, what the package information? Which package here? Java.lang package. Yes or no? Java.lang package. What is the package contains, guys? Which contains interfaces, which is like appendable, auto closable, clonable, comparable. Some interfaces are there. It contains some classes, which contains interfaces, classes. Come down, guys. It contains what? Enums also, right? It contains enums and it contains exceptions. Exception, come down, it contains errors, and just to come down, it contains annotation types. Okay, so to almost all packages contains how many elements, guys? Total here 6 elements, which contains classes, interfaces, enums, exceptions, errors, and annotations, right? Exactly, guys. Guys, are you clear now? Just to check the API documentation, guys.
Yes.
To check this API documentation, this is the code. What the package contains how many elements, guys? Total here 6 elements. What are 6 elements? Tell me number 1. That's what number 1 here.
Interfaces.
Interfaces.
Classes
Enum.
contains interfaces,
Exceptions.
enums,
Error. Except
exceptions, and errors and
errors.
annotations, right? Exactly, guys. Guys, we decided like Java predefined support in the form of the packages, and these packages contains almost all 6 elements. Or 6 elements guys? Classes, interfaces, enums, exceptions, and errors, exceptions, errors, and what? Annotations, right? Exactly. To check the predefined support guys, use the below link. Okay, so to check the predefined support, use what? Use below link, right? Exactly. Guys, are you clear now? Yeah, like that you have to learn the subject perfect, man. Learn the subject perfectly. Guys, Java is what type of language? Java is object oriented language, deals with the classes. Can we write the logics inside the class directly? Yes, can we write
No,
the
sir.
logic
No, without
directly? No, right? Then what we have to do? Inside the class,
by using methods.
methods. Inside the method, we have to write the logics, right? Exactly. In the first application, how many user-defined classes we define?
2, sir.
3.
User-defined classes.
3.
User-defined classes are 3, right? How
2,
many
sir.
predefined classes?
Test class A class B.
Yeah, 2 predefined classes, right? What are 2 predefined classes, guys? Which is like system class and string class, right? And these 2 predefined classes belongs to the package. What the package, guys? Java.lang package. That's what we have to import that package, right? Package classes. How many ways you can import the classes, guys?
2 ways, sir.
2 ways to import the classes.
What are the 2 ways, guys?
Packages.
Importing all classes and importing required classes, right? Then definitely which one is
Required
recommended?
class. Importing required classes are
Importing
recommended.
Importing required classes are recommended, right? Importing required classes are recommended or not? Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Exactly. And the Java predefined support in the form of the packages, guys. The package contains how many elements?
6 elements.
Java 6 elements: classes, interfaces, enums,
And
exceptions,
then
errors, and what? Annotations, right? Exactly. Guys, tell me one point. Is that Java is a case sensitive or not?
Yes, sir. Java is case sensitive.
Definitely, while writing
Java
this
is case
code,
sensitive.
we have to follow what are the cap letters and what are the small letters, right? We have to know that point, right? Then only you can write the code perfectly, right? Hmm?
and
Yes,
yes,
you written this code definitely. In this code, you have to know where is a capital and where is a small, right? Then only you can write the code perfectly, right? Hmm?
Yes,
yes,
sir.
sir.
Exactly. That's what, guys. Then you can go for the Java coding conventions. See, java.lang package. If you put J capital, you will get the error message. J should be small because package name should be lowercase data. In that case, you have to know what are the coding conventions, right? Java coding conventions, guys. Guys, that point is clear. Java coding convention you have to follow. Because Java coding conventions. Java coding conventions, right? Exactly. Yeah, the first convention, guys, we have to follow camel case convention. Right, what is the first convention here? The camel case. Do you know what is a camel case in Java? Camel case means starts with uppercase. Guys, the word that the name is starts with what? Uppercase. Starts with uppercase, guys, and every inner word also starts with uppercase. And every inner word starts with what? Uppercase, right? Exactly, guys, we are discussing first application in detail, first step in detail. Write the application, how to write the application, how many predefined classes we have to use, how many user defined classes we have to use. Then predefined classes means how can you import the classes, okay, using import statement. And while writing the first application, what are the conventions you have to follow? First step you are discussing in detail, right? Yes, I know. Good.
Yes, sir.
Camel case means what? Starts with uppercase and every inner word
And
starts with
every
uppercase.
inner word.
Good. Sir, which one is a follows the camel case? See guys, the package contains how many elements?
Classes 6, sir.
6 elements.
All 6 elements will follow the camel case convention only. All 6 elements will follow which convention, guys? Camel case. Classes. Which is like string is a class. S is a capital, guys. You are taking the string class, right? Yes, should be capital. You are taking system class, right? S should be capital. If you take the string buffer class, in a string buffer, single word only, guys, starting with the capital and every inner word is what? Buffer B capital, right? Guys, don't give like string buffer means space here, the single statement only, But here string is one word, S is a capital, buffer is one word, B is a capital. Every inner word starts with uppercase, right? Exactly. If you take like input to stream reader, if you take like input to stream reader, what are the capital letters? Tell me. Guys, input stream reader, what are the capital letters? Tell me. Input I capital.
I is
ISR.
the capital, S is the capital, and R is the
ISR.
Right? Exactly. If you take the interfaces here, serializable is a S capital, guys. Serializable is interface. See guys, so what is a serializable? What is a random access interface? You forgot about what is serializable, what is random access. Think about coding conventions first of all. In the random access, what are the capital letters, guys? I think R is a capital and what? A,
R.
right? Exactly. If you take the enum, guys, enum, E capital. If you take exception, if you take arithmetic exception, in arithmetic exception, what are the capital letters? Tell me.
A and E should be the capital.
Yeah, arithmetic E capital, exception E capital, right? E capital, right? Exactly. Errors, guys. If you take the errors here, stack overflow error. In this case, what are capital letters? Tell me. Stack means S capital,
Yes.
overflow is O capital, error is E capital, right? Exactly. If you take the annotations, guys, override is annotation. So if you take the override is annotation, O capital. And suppress warning, guys, SUPPRESS, suppress warnings, WARNINGS, right? Suppress warnings, what are capital letters? Tell me now. I think S should be capital and W should be capital, right? Exactly, guys. Guys, what the first convention you followed? Camel case, guys. Starts with the capital letter and every inner word starts with the uppercase, right? Starts with uppercase and every inner word starts with uppercase, right? The package contains how many elements, guys? 6 elements. All 6 elements will follow the same convention, right? Guys, any questions now? Good.
No, sir.
Guys, Java is what type of language? Is that object?
Object oriented.
Object.
Object oriented deals with what?
Object oriented.
Object oriented,
Classes and objects.
Classes.
right? Yeah, Java is
Classes.
object oriented deals with the classes, right? Tell me, guys, what is a class contain? Class contains how many?
Class contain
Class
variables.
contains
include-
5 elements.
Java is object oriented deals with the class and object. What is the class contains means the class basic elements, guys. The class contains the class contains 4 elements initially. What are the 4 elements, sir? If you take the class name test, just tell me inside the class we can declare the variables.
Methods.
Methods.
Exactly. We can define the methods
Constructors.
and we can define the exactly constructors. We will discuss this all.
And
Block.
blocks. That should be static and
Core Java is completed. You must
Block.
know what is the classes, what are the interfaces in real time, how we can use the interfaces, how we can use the exceptions, how can we use the annotations. You must know is all the 6 elements. Okay, once you're done with the core Java means. And you must know the class contains variables, how many types of variables, how many types of methods, how many types of constructors, how many types of blocks. We have to know these all elements, guys. Yes, that point is clear. The class contains total how many elements total here? 4 elements, right? There are 4 elements. Good. So next one, guys. Next convention you can go for the mixed case convention. Sir, what is the mixed case? If you go for the mixed case, guys, if you go for the mixed case, starts with lowercase data. Okay, starts with lowercase, and every inner word, whatever the inner words are there, every inner words. Tell me, guys, every inner words starts with every inner word starts with
uppercase.
uppercase. Exactly. Guys, that point is clear. Starts with lowercase, guys. Every inner word starts with uppercase. Good. The class contains variables and methods, right? The class contains variables and methods, right? These two follows the same convention, guys. Variables and methods will follow the same convention. Is that clear now? Variables and methods will follow the same convention. Out system.out is a variable. O is a small, guys. In is a variable. I is a small. Phase context is a variable. P small, C capital. Okay. If you take the methods, main is a method, m small, main method, right? For example, caret method. Caret method means what are the capital letters? Tell me, guys. C small.
C is the small.
Hmm.
A is the first.
A is capital, right? At A capital. For example, two uppercase. In two uppercase, what are the capital letters? Tell me. T means
U C.
T small. Starts with lowercase. Upper means U capital, right? Case means C capital. Guys, are you clear about the mixed case?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Starts with what? Lowercase, and every inner word starts with what? Uppercase, right?
Uppercase.
Good. Yeah, guys, the class is going good or is it going fast?
No, sir. It's good.
Fine, sir. Good. Fine.
Everything is going good,
It's
right?
fine, sir.
Ratan sir classes, man.
Yes.
Everything should be perfect. So Java coding conventions. First one is a camel case you have to follow. Second is a mixed case you have to follow, right? Exactly. Guys, next one small point. Java predefined support. Some keywords are there, right? Every language contains some keywords, right?
Yes, sir.
Every language. C language contains keywords. CVP contains keywords. Even Java also contains some keywords, right? Every language contains the keywords, right? Exactly.
Yes, sir.
Every language contains keywords, guys. Is the same way Java keywords. How many keywords in Java? Tell me, guys, how many keywords in Java?
50.
Oh my god, 50
50
keywords.
is there, sir.
Total 50 keywords are there. Guys, guys, I'm recording session. I'm uploading the session in YouTube. So please mute better. When you are talking, you can unmute, no problem. Okay, good. Java keywords, guys. 50 keywords are there total. Today, guys, just let me list out all the keywords. Okay, today I'm listing all the keywords, guys. And tomorrow onwards, we'll discuss each and every keyword in detail. Guys, today just let me list out all the keywords, guys. Tomorrow we'll discuss each and every keyword in detail. At the end of your core Java, you can understand practically all the 50 keywords, right? Guys, yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. See, guys,
Yes, sir.
actually today I came to Hyderabad. So I want to visit some place in Hyderabad. I want to, as a tourist, I want to visit some place in Hyderabad. Today morning I came to Hyderabad. Once I came to Hyderabad, I want to visit all the places in Hyderabad. What is the first day of work? What is your first day of work, guys?
To
Guys,
know what is famous places.
what first of all you have to list out all the places, right? Famous places in Hyderabad, right? Exactly. In the same way, the Java contains keywords, guys. Nothing but how many keywords? 50 keywords. Today we will list out all the 50 keywords, guys. And tomorrow onwards, we'll start visiting each and every keyword, right? So no, guys. Yeah. While list outing, you don't know where is high tech city, where is Madhapur, and where is the Raganda, where is SR Nagar, right? While list outing, you don't know all the places. But after 1 month, once you visit each and every area, after 1 month, if you ask some information about high tech city, we can say that like high tech city contains companies, Erraganda contains mental hospital, Amirpet contains. What's Amirpet, guys? Classes, Amirpet contains classes. These are all the information, guys. Good, guys. Java keywords. Java keywords, like how many keywords in Java total here? 50 keywords. Today, just I'm list outing all the places, guys. Tomorrow onwards, you will visit each and every place in detail. At the end of your core Java, you will understand all the keywords, right? Guys, are you clear now? Exactly, guys. Let me
Yes,
list
sir.
out all.
Yes, sir.
Let me list out all the keywords. Yeah, what are the keywords? First category, you can go for the flow control statements. If you go for the flow control statements, in flow control statements, guys, we'll discuss the keywords like if keyword, if, else, conditional statements, guys. What are the conditional statements? If, else, and you can go for the switch is the conditional statements. Inside the switch, you can declare the cases using case keyword. Case are not matched. Default keyword. If else switch case default and break. Because to stop the case execution, we are using break statement, right? These are the conditional statements, guys. If else switch, Inside the switch, we are declaring the cases under defaults and break, right? Exactly. Okay, so tell me what are looping statements. We'll discuss for loop and we'll discuss while loop and do while loop. Do while loop means what? Do is a keyword, right? And last keyword is like continue keyword. Total how many keywords we'll discuss as part of flow control statements? Okay, so many keywords total? 10 keywords, right? Yeah, 10 keywords we'll discuss as part of flow control statements, guys. After that, like data types in Java. Basically, in the data types in Java, guys, how many data types? We'll discuss about the numeric data types: byte, byte, short, int, long. This is for the numeric data. Numeric data means numeric data only, right? So no, guys, numeric data means what? Numeric data only. Next one, we have the float and double data type. Guys, float and what? Double data type. Next one is a char and what? Boolean, right? Exactly. There are 8 data types, guys. 10 flow control statements are there, 8 data types are there. Everything is having some fixed meaning, right? You know, switch means contains fixed meaning, float is having some fixed meaning, boolean is having some fixed meaning, everything is having some fixed meanings, right? Exactly, guys. First one we discuss like flow control statements, next one we discuss like data types. Exactly, guys. After that we'll discuss about the exception handling keyword, otherwise source file keyword. Source file keywords means inside the application, guys, how we will declare the classes. Guys, how can you
By using class keyword.
exactly declare the class using which keyword, guys?
Class keyword.
Exactly, class. Classes are what you are doing extends operation, right? Basically, classes are extending another class. And if you go for the interfaces, classes are extending, guys. Interfaces are doing implement operations, implements. And we have the packages. What are the package here? The packages are doing import statement. Guys, classes are extending, interface are implementing, packages are importing. Guys, packages are what? Importing, right? Exactly. Guys, first category is like flow control statements, next category is like data types, next category is source file keywords, right? Exactly. Next one is like exception handling keywords, guys. If you take the exception handling level, what the exception handling keywords we'll discuss? We'll discuss about the try block, catch block, try catch and what? Finally block. Guys, try catch and what? Finally block. And discuss the throws keyword and we'll discuss about the throw keyword. Total how many keywords are there total here? 5 keywords, right? Exactly. Exception handling level 5 keywords, guys. Next one is like object level keywords. In Java, to create the object, you'll discuss about the new keyword, guys. To create the object, new keyword. Current class object, this keyword. Super class object, super keyword. And type of the object, instance of keyword. Total how many keywords guys total here? 4 keywords, right? Exactly. And Java contains methods. Just now I said like Java class concept methods, right? The class contains methods. Inside the methods only we can write the logics. Method can return the data void return type, guys. And to return the data of the method, we can go for return statement. Okay, return statement. Total 2 keywords, guys, void and return. Guys, method level what we will use? Method level we will use like void and what? Return, right? Yes, yes, sir. No, method level we can use void and return statement, right? Exactly. Let's call method level keyword, guys. So object level, method level, exception handling level, source file level, data types level. Next one, Java 5th version keywords, guys. In the Java 5th version, guys, 2 new topics are introduced, new points. One is enumeration. One is assertions, assert keyword. These 2 keywords are there in the Java 5th version. And these 2 keywords are there in Java 5th version, right? Exactly. After that, like unused keywords, guys. Because in Java, we have like 2 keywords, but developers are not using, guys, because creating a lot of disturbance to the application. Guys, creating a lot of disturbance to the application, right? Java 5th version, guys, unused keywords. What are the unused keywords? One is a go to, guys. Control, go to that place, go to this place. In web application means the big application, definitely. Web applications are use code, right? In that huge code, moving the application, like moving the control from one location to another location, creating definitely disturbance to application, guys. That's what go to keyword is available, but developers are using or not using means not using. Are you clear now? Next one is a constant keyword, guys. Constant. These 2 keywords are we are not using. Please count, guys, how many keywords are there total here? Guys, please count once. How many keywords total? 10 plus 8, 18 plus 6, 24, 29, 33, 33 plus 6, 39, right? Yeah, 39 keywords, guys. The last category, you can go for the modifiers. Tell me, guys, generally, what are the modifiers we have? We have the public modifier, private modifier, protected modifier we will discuss, an abstract modifier we will discuss, final modifier, static modifier. Tell me, guys, strict modifier we will discuss, a native modifier, it's a keyword, transient modifier,
Trans
it is a keyword,
synchronized
synchronizer modifier, it is also keyword.
volatile. Volatile.
Yeah, guys, next one is what? Transient modifier is there, synchronizer is there, and we have one more modifier like volatile modifier, volatile. Total how many modifiers done? 3 plus 3, 6, 6 plus 3, 9, 10, 11 modifiers, right? Exactly, guys. Guys, these all are what? Total how many keywords are there total here? 50 keywords. And Java contains some three predefined constants also. So predefined constants, guys. If you go for the predefined constants, yeah, what are constants? Three constants, guys, which is like true is a predefined constant, false is a constant, null is a constant. Tell me, guys, I think these three constants also having some prefixed meaning, right? Guys, do you agree or not? These three constants having some fixed meaning or not? Hmm? Guys, these three constants contain some fixed meaning. Yes, exactly. That's what, guys. The 50 keywords contain some fixed meaning. These three constants also having some fixed meaning, right? All together, we can say like reserved words, guys. All together, you can say what? Reserved words. Then tell me, guys, how many reserved words total? Guys, how many reserved words?
53, sir.
53 reserved words, right? Exactly, guys. Reserved words are 53, guys. Reserved words are total, it contains 53. Guys, please mute everyone, please mute. Everyone, please mute, yeah. Total reserved words, guys. Total 53 reserved words are there. It contains how many keywords total here? 50 keywords, guys. Plus how many constants here? Three constants, right? Constants, three. Total how many reserved words in Java, guys? 53 reserved words, right? Exactly, guys. Are you clear now? We will discuss these all 53 reserved words in detail, guys. It's not a problem. Okay, good, guys. Java coding conventions, camel case, mixed case, guys. Now, one more thing is like lowercase. What about lowercase? Lowercase means, yeah, lowercase. Every character should be lowercase, guys. Every character is what? Lowercase data, right? Every character is lowercase. See, guys, packages. Basically, the package means what? Java.lang package is there, Java.io package is there, Java.util package is there. Every package name, guys. While taking the package names, every character should be lowercase. Guys, while taking the package name, every character should be lowercase. That's what while doing the import statement, guys. While doing the import statement, we are going for the package name should be lowercase, right? Guys, can you hear me? Guys, can
Yeah, sir.
yeah,
Yes, sir, we can hear you. Can you please repeat it again?
yeah. 1 second. So, guys, you said like how many reserved words in Java total here? 53 reserved words, right? Keywords are 50, constants are 3. These all together we can say reserved words, guys. Okay. In these reserved words, guys, the next convention is like lowercase convention. Every character is lowercase. You are taking the package name, right? The package name java.lang, everything should be lowercase. Java.io, everything should be lowercase. Java.util, everything should be lowercase, guys. Good. All reserved words also. All reserved words also, everything should be lowercase. Guys, all reserved words, everything should be lowercase, right? For example, try is a reserved word, new is a reserved word, int is a reserved word, okay, true is a reserved word. This all should be lowercase, right? Is that clear now? Hmm? Yeah, while writing the coding, while writing the code, guys, you must follow these conventions, guys. Now tell me the first application. Tell me today what I written. I written the import statement first of all. Import is a keyword, right? It should be lowercase everything. Java.lang is a package name. Should be lowercase. Import java.lang.string. S is a capital. Next one is what, guys? Import. Keyword is a lowercase. Java.lang. Package name is a lowercase. System is a class. Okay, good. You can take the class is a keyword should be lowercase. Class name test, T is a capital letter because class name should be capital, right? Exactly. Public is a keyword lowercase. Static is a keyword lowercase. Void is a keyword lowercase. Main is a method name lowercase. String, S is a capital. Okay, array, args, variable name should be lowercase. Are you clear, right? Open brace, close the brace. System is a class. S is uppercase. Out is a variable. O is lowercase. Printle is a method, lowercase. This is a string message you can do here, right? Guys, are you clear now? Ratan word. Like that, guys. Declare one more class. Class is keyword, lowercase. Declare a class. I can define one more class B. Class is a keyword, right? Guys, I hope you got the complete idea about the first application, right? Right application. Any questions? Guys, today we done only step one, right application. We understood that Java is object-oriented language, deals with the classes and object. Inside the class, we cannot write the logics directly. So inside the class, define the methods. Inside the method, write the logics, right? Exactly. So add it in the first application. In above example, how many predefined classes we are using? Total 3 classes. How many user-defined classes? 3 classes. How many predefined classes, guys? Guys, how many predefined classes?
Two class.
2 classes. What are 2 classes, guys? System class and string class. Then we have to import those classes. How many ways you can import those 2 classes? 2 ways. Importing all classes and
Two
importing
ways.
required classes. Which one is recommended, guys? Definitely importing required class are recommended approach. Java predefined, Java predefined support in the form of what? Java predefined support in the form of packages. What the package contains? The package contains
6 elements.
6 elements. What are 6 elements, guys? Which contains classes, interfaces, enums, exceptions, errors, annotations. To check the predefined support, use below link, guys. Java is object-oriented, deals with the classes. What the class contains, guys? The class contains how many elements? 4 elements, right? Variables, methods,
4 elements.
blocks. And Java contains how many keywords? Guys, how many keywords? 50 keywords. How many constants? 3 constants. How many
53.
reserved words? How many reserved words? 53 reserved words, right? Exactly. Coding convention,
Three.
you understood like camel case, mixed case, and lower case, right? While writing the code, like that you have to analyze. The last time explained, like last point explained, right? So import keyword should be lowercase, java.lang should be package, lowercase, string s is a capital, right? Exactly. Guys, you understood the first step, right? Step one is clear, everyone? Guys, step one is clear, huh?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
Yeah.
Yes, yes.
We done only step one, guys. Tomorrow we'll think about the step two. What are the class, guys? Java 9am, core Java 9am. Java 9am. I think this is the day 4, guys. We're discussing first application. First application. This is a step one, guys. So definitely try to check this class notes and try to see that today class notes once, guys, because these points are very
Ratan, Ratan sir, can you rename it as day 4 first application?
day 4. Actually, the topic
Yeah.
I
We will be
want to.
maintaining.
Hmm.
Actually, we will be maintaining the notes day wise.
Okay, day 4. Yeah.
Yes.
Thank
Thank
you,
you, sir.
guys. Tomorrow we'll meet by 9 o'clock. The guys who are not done the formalities, guys, fee payments, try to complete the fee payments. Okay. Bye. Tomorrow we'll meet, guys. Any questions? No questions, right?
No, sir.
Yeah. Tomorrow we'll meet, guys. Tomorrow we'll do the compilation execution process of first application. Okay. Bye.